Hey guys, it is season 2 of Mice Family, and this is, as promised, part 2 of 2 parts of the first episode, October 1st. If you want to see the first part of it, the link will be down below. So, sorry, I'm just waking up, but I do have good news for you. We are back, season 2, every day, Monday through Friday. And if I didn't mention it yesterday, which I think I did, but I don't remember, we are doing a video every day except Saturday and Sunday. So that's because it was a lot to keep doing, and it was interfering with my personal life, which was getting really tough. But like I said, as promised, it will be a video though. So, part 2 of episode 1 was Emotions of Mice. So, I feel like people don't always know how to tell the behavior of an animal, and the best way to figure that out is by how they act. With mice, it's a little different because they're such smaller creatures, and there's a lot to figure out with mice and how to tell what they're feeling. So, the beginning of a mouse's life is very simple. When mice are first born, they act so and so feral. Why? Because they're literally just born and they're tiny and they don't really know what's going on. So they're literally acting feral. The mice don't realize that they're in a tank. Well, they realize they're in a tank. They don't realize that they're safe and they're not around predators, but they don't know that. They don't know any better. And their genes, and they still think they're in the wild and that they need to protect their babies. So they act feral. As I put it, they run away from the hand that feeds them and they go in panic mode. So the first time I get a baby mouse, I don't touch it. I don't interact with it. It's not till they start growing fur that I actually interact with them. And by what I mean by the hand that feeds them is when I go in the cage, I grab the bowl and I feed them, but they go in panic mode and they run around like chickens with their head cut off. I mean, that's what they do. And you can hear midnight in the back if you listen. But you got to give them time to get used to you, and that's where we come to the third part, which is you, in a sense, you have to tame them and get them used to you. You have to get them used to your scent. There's something that I found out through the person that used to do Mice Family with me was not to use latex gloves. We were actually trying to be more careful about it and not get our scent on them, but that ended up backfiring on us. And now I just sanitize, and that's good enough, and they're fine with it. And so, like I said, I don't personally touch them till days after they are born. So with that being said, they will be a little iffy with me as they get older because I don't touch them in the beginning. Because then, kind of like birds, if you touch the eggs, the mom will never come back. It's kind of with them. I feel like if you touch them too early, the mom just kind of denies them. So I give them time. Now, the funny part is, like I said, I wrote this a week ahead. So I said that I'm still working with Knight, Lucky, and Charm, and they are still acting feral. Kate, not so much, but actually, Lucky, Knight, and Charm are doing really, really well, and and they're doing super well in that. Sorry, I just realized that I forgot somebody. It's funny when you're doing this and you don't realize that you mess up notes halfway through, which I think is kind of funny that I messed up something. One, two, three. Oh, yeah. So, okay. Lucky night. Oh, no, I have, okay, so. Huh. It's funny when you realize that you messed up notes halfway through. This is why you're trying to be smart and do things a week ahead, and then they just kind of blow up in your face. Trying to. One, two. No, I could have sworn those. One. Two. Okay, so there's actually only 2 males plus Stark, which I put. Yeah. Alright, for some reason I thought I had a lot more mice than I actually did. For some reason I thought I had more females, but you don't. I have 4 females. Okay. For some reason I thought I had a lot more. Okay, sorry. That was my ADD kicking in and being like, wait a minute, I messed something up. Sorry, this is gonna be an odd episode because I thought I screwed something up. But anyway, trust me, I don't have a lot of those moments. Alright, anyway, so oh, I put that backwards. Like I was saying, you wanna get them used to your hand, you wanna get them used to you, because otherwise they're just gonna kind of go into, as I put it, feral mode, and they're gonna run away from you, which is normal. If they don't know who you are, you're gonna run away from them. So yeah, so that's what usually happens. But Valentine has been a great cage mate for these babies, and now that the babies are getting older, I had to switch. Like I said, I had to put the females in one and the males in the other, which is what I had to do, and they've been great, and it's worked out really well, and they love each other. But to integrate mice, you have to watch their behavior if they would make good cage mates. So I actually have a thing over here that I put them in, and it's literally just a thing of shavings, and then I close it up. And so I put them in there so it's a neutral spot, and I see how they do. And if they do well, then I will put them together. And if they don't do well, I don't put them together. And then I just kind of have to figure something out because I'm not getting any more cages. So 6 is the limit, and then I just got to start moving people around. That's literally what I got to do. Now, the behavior is 99% of what goes into making mice good cage mates, and the other 1% is the things you can't control, like Thor's case. It's things that are just out of your hands and you can't do anything about. With the boys, I knew that if I put one male, well, specifically if I put Stark, because I tried Strange and he's just a little he wants to be by himself, which is fine. He was able to mate and everything, which was fine, but he didn't want to be on the babies, so it was fine with me. But Star kind of showed more of a I don't mind being around you, I'll tolerate you type thing. But that 1%, it would have been 100% of what goes into making mice is behavior. But of course, my little Thor, my big Thor, I should say, but he's that 1% that just crap you can't control, or stuff you can't control. I know that's not a bad word, but I try not to swear on here at all. But Thor, I just could not control anything. Everything was out of my hand. I literally, when I first got him, like I said, I thought he was going to be a great mate, and he killed a mouse, which you guys know the story. If you don't, find the link, or not find the link, find the episode below. It's in the first season. It's one of the very first videos we made. But and I say we just because I use the YouTube channel as a we kind of thing, not just a me thing, even though I'm the one that does it. But like in Thor's case, I couldn't control his behavior, but it wasn't his fault. That's just kind of the mouse he was. You can't control the behavior of people if they act different or if they're different personalities. You can't control that. It's just out of your hands. And so that was really out of my hands. So that's really what goes into figuring out emotions of mice. And then the other thing that I think my friend found out that was originally on this channel was the tails can tell you really quickly if they're going to start attacking each other. If you see them kind of airplane mode, if you will, like that, then I would suggest to get them out immediately because they're going to start attacking each other. I did not figure that out. I had to give that to the person who helped me with videos in like season 1 and mid-season 1 because that's what she figured out, and I think that was really cool to find out. So that's what I watch for now. So, so that is the end of Emotions of Mice. Stay tuned tomorrow for episode 2. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you like this video.